Welcome to video number 14 of Cupola Corner's Back to Basics card making series. My name is Sandra, and today I'm going to show you how to create a card with an offset fold that will be perfect for a variety of occasions. You're going to start with a card base that you create from half a sheet of printer size cardstock. 80-pound cardstock is best, and then your card can stand up on its own. Remember to cut your base and all your other papers with a paper trimmer. This gives you nice clean edges. Use a scoring board or the scoring tool from your paper trimmer to make your score. Match up your corners and use your bone folding tool to make a nice, crisp, clean fold. This card has portrait orientation, but if you want to stamp, now would be a good time to put your stamp on the back. Once your card's been folded, you're going to use your paper trimmer and you're going to cut off 1 inch from the side of the front of the card. So you're just going to lay it down and you're going to cut 1 inch off. So you're going to end up with your card base looking like this. There are instructions in the Back to Basics card making ebook for a version of this card where you cut off 1.5 inch. That's like this one. But today we're going to create a card from version 1 where you only cut off 1 inch. You'll find all the details about how to download the free Back to Basics card making ebook in the description for this video. Cardstock mats and pattern papers are typically cut 1/4 inch smaller than the pieces onto which they will be adhered. For this design, you're going to cut all your mats from a single sheet of cardstock and all your pattern papers from a single sheet. And the reason for this is to ensure that as you glue your pieces down, they're all going to be the same height. So the measurement for your cardstock and your pattern paper are in the Back to Basics card making ebook. So you're making your cuts to your prepared cardstock and your pattern piece of paper as detailed in the instructions. And then you're going to adhere your pattern papers to the cardstock pieces. So that's going to look like this for the front of the card. This will be for the strip on the side, which is actually on the inside of the card. And the third piece is going to be your mat for your inside note. And the measurements for the white piece are also in the ebook. This is where you will write a note or stamp a greeting, depending on what you would like to do. So if you're going to add embellishments, now would be a good time to do that, especially if you're adding brads, because you don't want them to show through your card, but you don't mind if they're showing on the back of this. You're going to adhere your front piece here and your inside piece here, like so, and then we're also going to add a little butterfly here. So I'm going to still use my repositionable tape runner, and I'm going to do this on my little silicone mat. And the reason I use the mat is to keep the workspace cleaner, and those little dots do not stick to silicone, so it's very, very handy. So I'm going to make this centered on here, and that's going to be 1/8 inch all the way around. Nice thing about your repositionable tape is if you didn't get it right the first time, you can always lift it up and do it again. Okay. Awesome. And then the strip for the side, same thing, glue, and it's going to go here, and you can sort of line it up here with the edge and with the tops here, and because they were all cut from the same piece, it's going to, they're all going to be the same height, like that. This design, it's nice, you can put some brads down here before you glue that down. It looks nice with that. And then my little butterfly, I'm just going to add a little bit of white glue to the back of him. I put some different sized gems on there for the body parts, and I'm I'm going to leave the wings so that they kind of lift up a bit. And there you have it. So we've got our inside note place here. We've done our outside cutting. Basic but beautiful. Making cards is lots of fun. All the cutting instructions and measurements for this card design can be found in the Back to Basics Card Making Series ebook. Check the description for this video to learn how to download this free companion ebook. Everything you need to know to take you from a beginner to an expert card maker. You can follow Cupola Corner on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube for Back to Basics updates. And we'd love to have you join our Coffee and Cards Facebook group. We are building a caring and sharing community of card makers. This Facebook group welcomes all levels of card makers. And we would love to see your designs from cards, your cards from kits, your cards based on a design template, or your do your own thing cards. There's an example where we put the brads in before we put the mat onto the base so that you don't see those brads all the way through. So I hope that you have found this video helpful as you continue on your card making journey. Video 15 is up next and we will be creating a gatefold card. Until then, happy card making.